Welcome to another Going Beyond the Scale. Today is day 8. Let me see here. Last Thursday, I started a daily conversation with everybody that's been tuning in here, that we had 12 days till the end of the month. And January, for most of us, is an interesting month because it's the month that we have New Year's resolutions and we have the excitement of a whole brand new year, especially after last year was a squirrely year. So people really are excited about what this could be. So we now have 8 days until it is the 1st of February. And for every one of you that loves to start on a Monday and start a new month, February 1st is a Monday. But the thing I want to talk about, whether it's 8 days from now or whatever, is I've talked to people about this many times in the past, and I remind myself of this each and every day, is that every single day, all of us, no matter where you are, what happens is we start with zero. We're starting at zero every day. You, me, we all start at zero. So no matter where you think you are on your plan, what you've done to date, every day, you guys see me probably driving nuts, but I always talk about our life. Each day is a blank slate. And once again, we are starting at zero. So no matter what you quote unquote weigh, no matter how many steps that you've taken or not taken. I mean, obviously, if you've been moving around, you've taken steps today. If you've not eaten, like literally every single day, good, bad, or different, we have an opportunity to start again. And there's really nothing magical about starting on a Monday, or it's all made up as a story in our mind. And I get that. We all have kind of this feeling like if we start fresh and clean and we move beyond it, somehow we'll do better. I don't know about you, but I've never really found that there's ever been a magical day within the week that somehow, because I started on that particular day, everything went forward perfectly. That's why I talk about, it's about progress. It's not about perfection. Good luck with the perfection thing. So I wanted you to really think about, we're now, and I don't know if you do this or not, but every year, I buy a calendar. I typically buy, maybe Steve do this before, I typically buy a very large calendar. And for me, a lot of times I'll put it up in a room or I will use it as a point of reference because I'm trying to get my brain wrapped around the idea that whether I pay attention or not, like literally every one of these things is going to go past me and you, and that month is going to be gone. And we're now down to, let's see here. I'll someday get these things right. We're now down to, as you can see, 8 days left until we get into the new month. And I don't think we really take enough, if I had to say the things that I know for myself, and I think the things that I know from most people that I work with or navigate, we really get so caught up in whatever our life has been or our job or our career, or even now when we're working at home and we have a ritual that we're doing. I don't know about you, but I find a lot of my life is on automatic pilot. And I have a lot more freedom than a lot of people do because I work for myself. But I still do the same thing. Even with all the freedom that I have, I actually get so free that sometimes I'm not doing nearly what I could do. If I was working for somebody else, and I'd be like, I wish I had the time to go do such and such. Well, you know what? I got all the time in the world to do a lot of stuff. And to be perfectly frank, I am not accomplishing anywhere near what I could be, should be, and wanna. But that's why I share this with you guys, because every time I get a chance to share it with you, I'm actually talking to myself. So I'm reminding myself of that. So here's all I really want you to ponder for today. Whether you started today or not, or wherever you are today. Okay, tomorrow's Tuesday, not a magical day, but it's a Tuesday. It'll be day 7 before we get to the end of the month. 7 days, if somehow 7 days is a magical number for you, do yourself a favor and take some time today and just think about what could you do over the next 7 days to set yourself up powerfully to start February. If that's how your brain is wired, that you want to start on a Monday, you want to start a new month, or you got the next today and the next 7 days to be able to go forward and really end this month strongly. That's one of the things that I posted for myself was I went back and looked at, there's things I wanted to be able to accomplish, movement and exercise, but I looked at it, it's like every single day this month, I've been able to complete all the rings on my iWatch for the most part. There's a couple of times that it's missed by a smidge, but for the most part, it's like, wow, this is great. I really made a lot of accomplishments. Also, I missed a couple of days in January, only a couple, where I didn't ride on my Peloton bike. But for the most part, it's like pretty good. Not what I would have wanted to do completely, is with some of the intensity I want to do, but I started to really go, you know what? Instead of me thinking about everything I didn't do so far, I went back and started thinking about, I've actually accomplished a lot. I'm very excited about where I'm headed. The other thing in kind of closing this out is, look, fingers crossed, all of us are here this time next year. And what I really want you to get in your head is 340 days from now, okay, when we talk about New Year's Eve and getting ready, whatever, but 340, we got 340 more days. We will have gone through 25 after today is done. But 340 days from now, it will be New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So my question to you is, are you going to wait to the end of the year to do something? Or are you going to be willing to baby step it so that by the time you get there, 340 days from now, that you're like, you know what? For the first time in my life, I really moved beyond my thoughts and my ideas of what I could or couldn't do. I took some steps each and every day. I maybe drank a little bit more water. I ate a little bit better. I moved a little bit more. Maybe I started to do an exercise program. I started to get over whether it was perfect or not. But as I said, in opening this up again, we have 340 of these in front of us, blank slate, front or back, whatever you want to call it, to be able to, what I love to think about is creating a life that we love and living it well. To me, other than that, and I mean, obviously being good to people that you are close in your family and your relationships and friends and people in your community, obviously you want to do that. But for yourself, if you start to truly, honestly create a life that you love, doing something that you love, something you feel like you're contributing to others, and you're living it well, you're doing as best you can, no matter what shape or size or whatever you are, but medically, you're trying to make sure that you're at least taking care of yourself, you will be giving to yourself the greatest gift that you could give, which is really living life well. And you'll be giving a great gift to your friends and family, your kids, your spouses, your partners, whatever, all the people that really care about you, all the people that, when we die and people are at our funeral and whatever, you've lived life as best as you could, at the best way that you could, in the way that you gave to yourself and gave to others. So that's today's thought on 8 days till the beginning of February 1st. I want to also remind you, tomorrow's going to be 7 days. Thank you for your generosity of time. As always, I love when you guys come in here and you just kind of tune in and you make some comments. Please share this with other people. Please let more and more people know about Going Beyond the Scale. This is going to continue to ramp up. I think we're close to having almost 500 members. And what I love about it is people are really sharing and caring where they are on the journey. It's not just some weight story. It's really about how people are living their lives. So love to see more people come in and join the community. We have a lot of exciting things that we're creating in this year. So until tomorrow, hey, you still got time to fill this blank slate in a way that really serves you versus slaying you. And I'll be back tomorrow with another thought for us all to ponder together as we get closer and closer to coming into February. Thanks again.